Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to the Pure Rap Podcast. Got MCK, Kev, and Darneezy. How you guys doing, man?
Doing good, man.
I don't know if you're doing good, Kev, man. You gotta show that lamp that this man was furious.
There's too many moths flying in my room.
Yeah, there was a bunch of moths, just invading his lamp. This man grabbed it, snapped it in half. I was like, damn.
Yeah, man. I know we got a guest in here today. It can get a little aggressive, so I had to show some representation.
Yeah, facts.
I had to make sure I wore my back-to-back champs Utah Pac-12 shirt. So
I had to put on my Saints hat. You know what I mean? I had to.
We don't fuck.
Oh, I ain't got no football gear. Oh no, I ain't got no.
No, we don't fuck with that.
Could have put a
got regular baseball hat.
Hold on. Where's the Miami Heat hat though?
Oh, it's right here. I literally just had it right next to me.
I
don't see the Jokic jersey on. A real champ.
You said the Jokic. I'm not eating no Taco Bell. You know what I mean?
I can't talk, man. We lost back-to-back Rose Bowls, so.
I mean, it's all good. I like the Nuggets though. With the Heat, it's still a win in my book. You know what I mean? AC wasn't even gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, no,
that's
unheard of. I don't think anybody thought they were going that far. So I mean,
nobody got up, bro. Every single series, they were like, they have a 1% chance of winning. And next series, they're not gonna make it. Then they got past the Bucks. Giannis was hurt. Blah blah. Breeze past them. Celtics. This ain't gonna work. Breeze past them. Let's go.
I mean, it's crazy. Yeah,
but.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Nuggets were just too unstoppable. Like I think Suns were the only team that actually got like 2 games against them. They couldn't even beat. You know what I mean? So it's like they just
Mr. Kisarito needed to add it to his legacy. Hey, MVPs.
Nah,
he needed that final.
I thought the Lakers was gonna go take this joint.
I guess we could keep this quick though. Before speaking of basketball though, you guys see what Karl Anthony Towns said.
Nah, what he said?
He was saying like, what did he say? He said, he's like, one day like people are gonna like, realize I changed the game or whatever. I'm like, bro, changed what?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I was
like changing the game.
I was like, if you got to say that, like you obviously then because the people got to, the people will have to say that for you.
Like, change no game. Nah,
he has the talent though. But anyways, this ain't about basketball. You know what I mean, this is a football episode, so we gotta get right back on that.
Basketball over. Now we're talking about football now.
We got baseball going on, man.
Nah, I ain't
This man said baseball like that was at the
that
baseball.
Yeah, I like baseball better than basketball. I'm keeping it real.
Sounds nice.
Sound white, man. No, but
I'm a little seasoned though.
Hey, facts. Hey, shout out to baseball though, man.
I ain't the raw meat.
Yeah.
He's a little seasoned in the outside.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Shannon Sharp, left my man Skip all alone.
I heard about that.
You can join us.
It's a big thing.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp. Yeah, come join the Pure Rap Podcast, man.
Right.
Stop talking about football. Come talk about rap. Talk about something else. But yeah, man, let's not leave our guests waiting. We got a friend of the podcast, went to high school with. Hold on. I got everything you wrote down, Kev. Let me get
you
that.
You should know from the top of your head, man.
Hey, I didn't know Jovan's off the top of my head, bro. There was a lot of information.
Maybe I should be the host again. So
I wanted you to say the things for these episodes. You're more the football, you know what I mean? You're
I let you be the host. You gotta do all the
I do the hip hop stuff. You gotta do the football stuff. But so yeah, played college at Azusa. How you say it? Pacific. San Diego State and Indiana State. Played 7 games for the Tampa Bay Bandits in the USFL, which is what the United States Football League. Currently plays for San Diego Strike Force in the Indoor Football League. So without further ado,
I mean, if there's more to it,
same thing with Jovan. It's like, if there's more,
there's more added to the profile. We'll just get him back on. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Facts. So without further ado, let's bring our guest on. Got Jalen Booth.
What's good? What's going on, y'all? What's happening?
Good, man. How you doing, bro? You looking good, man.
Man, I'm good, man. Blessed to be here, man. Miss y'all boys, man. How y'all been?
Man. Good, man. Just
living life, getting older.
Living life and getting older.
Getting older. Living life.
That's
up every morning.
Facts, man. Just grinding, man. Really, just grinding. You know what I mean?
Man, had practice this morning, man. Had recovery after, man. Had to get the car washed, all that good stuff, and now we're here, man.
Now we
leave for Arizona tomorrow. Have a game against the Tucson Sugar Skulls on Saturday. We drive back Saturday night. We'll be back here on Sunday. Monday off, and we're right back to it, man.
Fire, and you got the smoothie on too. You know what I mean? You got to show,
show
the people.
Busy man. No, we appreciate you coming on, though. You know,
I appreciate you guys having me, man. Hey, shout out you guys for showing love to the old linemen, man. Because usually they do the skinny dudes, the quarterbacks and wide receivers, man.
Right.
Y'all got me, my cousin Tassi, so appreciate y'all for showing the old line some love, man. It means a lot.
Nah, of course, man. Oh, yeah. For real. And we see you guys doing your thing too, and obviously, we know you guys too, but but still, just in general, you know what I mean, it's showing the love and the support too. You know what I mean, to you guys as well, doing your thing. You know what I mean. So
of course, man, we appreciate it for real.
Facts. But man, ready to get into it?
Man, I'm ready when y'all are.
All right, so let's get into it, man. So first off, we always start our podcast with a segment we call Rapid Fire, which is pretty much just asking 5 random questions that don't really have much to do with the initial interview. Just it could be anything. It could be deep questions. You know what I mean? Maybe some random questions.
All right.
Yeah. So
random questions.
Yeah, pretty much. I think these ones aren't as bad as sometimes we be having some crazy ones, but
shit, I'm open.
My fault. Say that again.
I said I'm an open book, bro. Let it rip. You good? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hey, Caleb, you know what time it is?
I was hoping you wouldn't do it, man.
It's time for rapid fire. Caleb hates it so much.
It's better than Darnell's little Larry June ad lib last week. So
we're not gonna speak on that, man.
Dang.
Yeah. And we had to put it back on the snippet again, so the whole world could see it. But
that interview last week, if y'all haven't.
Yeah. Go check that. Y'all check that on. Speaking of a deep episode, go check out that. But first question is: name 5 tracks in your game day playlist. And if it's not necessarily a playlist, just 5 tracks that you've been had on repeat, you know what I mean, get you pumped up in the gym or whatever,
whatever's on the top of your head.
I bet. So number 1 is for sure All There by Jeezy.
Recipe Synchro.
Next one is Can't Knock the Hustle by Jay-Z.
Ooh.
Ether by Nas.
Damn, how you gonna go straight to
nah. Bro, it just gives me my zone. Then you got I got Warning by Biggie. And then Niggas Bleed by Biggie too. So that's my top 5.
That's a hard playlist right there. That's a hard 5 right there.
Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z.
Yeah, because I started off with on the drive over. I started off with Jeezy, gotta get your mind locked in, and then pregame, like before we go out as a team, like for the pregame, for the pre-game, I listen to Can't Knock the Hustle because gotta start warming up, getting your body stretched out, and then when I go back into the locker room,
something smooth.
Yeah, something smooth.
Yeah,
I'll sometimes lead up with after that one, I'll go into Don't Sweat the Technique. I'll go into that one.
Oh damn, he going back.
Something smooth, man. Just to help me relax.
I feel you.
Go right back in there. That Ether comes on. Pop out to
it just cracks me up because I'm just thinking about him. Can I go
to Jay-Z? Then you go to
and all of a sudden, and right in the beginning, fuck Jay-Z. It's like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
He got no new artists though. He went back in time. He got all the artists.
Man, and then Warning, because when I come off the field, I'm seeing those dudes as we're coming off the field because the field's only 50 yards. So as I'm coming off, they're running right past us. Listen to Warning, and then I listen to Niggas Bleed because they just like me and you. they pretty fast on everybody else. So
yeah,
Don't make them bleed.
it's either me or him. So
yeah,
it's him to me.
It ain't gonna be me. Yeah,
It's not gonna be me.
Yeah.
No, that's a good top 5 right there, man.
Nah, for real. And I like how you had it like strategic. You know what I mean? Playlist.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's very strategic, man.
Yeah,
You gotta get it right.
For real, that's dope.
Yeah.
All right, next question. I guess we go straight into this one. List your favorite albums growing up.
My favorite album.
I guess we could let's do 5. Let's stick keep
whatever comes to your head, man.
Yeah.
Go, man.
Oh man, Ready to Die. The Blueprint. Doggy Style.
Fire.
All
classics.
J. Cole. Forest Hills Drive, and then Born Center.
Ooh.
J. Cole is my favorite artist, but I do like my old school music.
J. Cole's a legend, man.
That Born Center vinyl is going promoted heavy on Instagram, man.
Oh, I see it every day.
I'm like debating. Don't want to spend $38.99. I just brought Project Pat's.
That Project.
What was it, Mr. Don't Play? Something like. Do I need another one right
Yeah,
now?
I knew you were gonna say Forest Hill. I remember we was playing basketball around that time.
Bro, what? We were playing
in the
Tale of Two Seasons on the playlist during basketball season.
Yeah, no, it was like I was going back. Like, yeah, Forest Hills Drive was about around the time we was. I think I was a
senior year.
Yeah, I was a senior. Yeah, I was a senior.
Yeah. I was. I think I was a senior year.
Were you sophomore?
Yeah, I was a sophomore. Yep.
No, I remember when that came out. Yep, I was varsity at that time.
Bro, that album had.
That album was crazy back then. Yeah.
Bro, I had 2014 in the chokehold. It was funny. We were just having this conversation. I was just having this conversation with my teammates, man. We was like 2016. Lil Uzi had when he came out with what was on You Tonight, man? I gotta turn to his out. He's like that album had 2016 in the chokehold, and then J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Everyone would listen to that.
Yeah, Lil Uzi. Yeah, he had a lot of projects back then. I mean, he had the Perfect Love tape. He had the
what's the one that had a Canadian Goose on that.
Lil Uzi versus the World.
Yeah, I used to bump that one heavy.
And he got Love Is Rage and all that. Yeah, he got all that. No, that time was everybody's playing Uzi, Cole, Young Thug, right?
Drake.
Future did one play at that time.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
Man.
All right. If money was no object, what would you do all day?
If money was no object, what would I do all day?
Yes.
Money was on the table.
What would I do all day? Honestly, if money didn't matter, like you had no type of
you got it. You don't even got to worry about it.
Bro, I'd be doing shit all day, like just something like in the car. I ain't got to worry about gas.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about nothing, bro.
Yeah, I'm probably going on road trips every day. But like I'm probably hooping all day, kicking it with homies, going out to eat, brunches, dinners, lunches. I just like being out with my people and all that. So that's just kind of what I would do. Honestly, like I'm not like I go out sometimes, but like when it comes to me, like it'll just be me with my family and just doing family stuff. Or if friends want to come through, y'all can come through too. You know.
Yeah. Fuck it. Get the private jet. We had the Turks and Caicos. Fuck it.
Turks and Caicos. Yeah, we just going. We're out. It doesn't matter what we're. As long as everybody's there, bro, it doesn't matter.
We had steakhouses, man. We ain't eating top ramen, man. We had steak places.
People hit you with the fresh invite. Cool. It's okay. We're going to Mexico next weekend. You're coming. Like, let's go. It doesn't matter.
If you ain't slid this time, slide next time.
We do this podcast.
Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna buy your ticket. Let's go.
Come on. You gotta worry about the funds, man. I ain't got the funds right now. Nah, come on.
We manifesting it. We all gonna be there one day.
I got it.
Look, my boy said money's not a problem, so we.
That's what I'm saying. Money
run up that tab.
No problem.
I'm on my Bill Gates.
We took Bezos' credit card, man. He don't know.
Man, what? Elon Musk's credit card. Come on.
He didn't even realize. He didn't care.
Yeah,
Elon got a spaceship. He's taking me to the moon.
Yeah, we just a regular trip. We do this weekly. You know what I mean? Regular trip. It's nothing. Come on
now.
Slight flex.
Quick flex.
Light.
All right. What I guess this kind of goes hand in hand, but what is your idea for a perfect vacation? Idea of a perfect vacation? Yeah.
My whole family has to be there. Whether but if you don't have to, if you can't make it and you can't come, cool, I get it. But the people who can come and just living regular lives while I'm out there, you got to be there. Friends included. All my friends got to be there, bro. Because I feel like because my family, like the Booth family, we're super accepting. No matter what you look like, what you do, you got one leg, one arm. Like we're gonna, your skin all fucked up. We're gonna accept you. It doesn't matter. We're gonna love you no matter what.
Shout out to the Booth family, man.
But whenever all the friends come, and I'm a mama's boy, so usually I let my Dukes pick the trip. But everybody's got to be there, man. Just my whole family and friends, my little friend group got to be there, man. And that's really important to me, especially. And that's why that's a big reason why I play football. Yeah. Just want to keep making people proud. I love the sport of football, obviously, but you got to have that higher purpose. You know what I mean?
Feel you. So
perfect vacation, man. Having all my family and friends there. Don't care where it is. We can go to Palm Springs. Perfect vacation.
Yeah. Nah, Joe, that's crazy. I'm very similar that way too. It's like I'm good as long as I'm surrounded by people I love, bro. Like
good energy,
the energy,
good,
bro.
Positive vibes, man.
I don't care what we're doing, I'm good.
Yeah, we ain't going crazy. We're going to Vegas, man. Everybody drunk.
Man, we could literally go to the park up the street. Like I'm not tripping, bro. Like
we can get a hotel room at the Bahia for the weekend. That's cool with me.
For real.
That's cool.
Go to the pool,
cookout, man. I'm cool.
Cookouts, man. Get the grill popping off at the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because when you go on vacation, there's always like that one where you're like, damn, we should have told blank person about it, or damn, we should have did this instead, or we should have invited them. They would have came. Yeah. It's like come on, if everybody's there, then you ain't got to worry about it.
Facts.
Yeah. Right? You feel me?
All right, and last question. I believe I know Kev is asking early Super Bowl prediction.
This year?
Yeah.
Chargers. Come on. San Diego Chargers.
Let's be realistic here now.
Hey, man. I really said that.
I just like talking shit, man, but
I literally said that last year and they blew first.
Guess what?
Wait, versus who though?
Yeah, Chargers versus who?
What you know,
it's still a very sensitive subject. Let's not leave it alone.
It's too much. It's crazy because
I gotta scratch my hat real quick.
They
ain't gonna be the same.
I don't know why.
I got something on here real quick.
It ain't gonna be those. Tell you that now. Yeah, but Chargers versus who you think is gonna be the NFC representative?
The Eagles.
Okay.
I see the Eagles doing it again.
I'm mad.
To be completely honest.
For sure. Eagles.
Okay.
Philly.
Just don't blow a 27-point lead if y'all make it.
Jason Kelce re-signed. Jalen Hurts was now the second highest paid player in the NFL, behind Patrick Mahomes now. And I don't see a reason why they wouldn't do it. I don't think they got rid of any people. I think they just added to their roster.
Man, they lost a couple guys on defense like Hargrave and their linebacker Kendricks. But man, they're on paper. They should still be
on paper. They should be
competing with San Francisco and for the NFC and all that. So,
yeah. What do you think about
and the Panthers?
Who's the quarterback for San Fran now?
And it's still Trey Lance. Purdy's there, but he's coming off the the elbow injury. And then they got Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
So.
I was going to ask, what do you think about Sam Darnold going to the Niners? Is he going to be able to carry the load?
And that's the thing, because the people still want to think that he has the potential. Going from the Jets in Carolina to bad situation coaching, they think maybe Shanahan can be the one to bring the best out of him. But I don't see it. It'll be interesting to see what they do though, because you drafted Trey Lance 3rd overall. He hasn't stayed healthy. And then Brock Purdy's coming off the elbow injury, and we'll see what happens when he comes back. He did lead them to the championship game, so it'll be interesting to see what the quarterback position is going to look like with San Francisco. But they got the team all around; they have a great team.
Do you think Shanahan can do with his quarterbacks what Lincoln Riley does with his?
I feel like those how his system is. I feel like a quarterback, as long as they're a game manager. Garoppolo was a winning quarterback there. I mean, he couldn't stay healthy either, but he had a winning record. As long as they can do what they need to do, that's the type of team that can still win games.
Oh yeah, I'm with you all the way.
Purdy didn't get hurt that first drive of the Eagles game. That would have been a whole different game. It could have possibly been San Francisco back in the Super Bowl. So man,
it would have been
really good to see.
Oh, for sure. I agree with you, man. I was actually kind of upset when Purdy got hurt. I was like, well, this is going to be a runaway now.
That's how it be with them injuries. It's like as soon as something like that happens, you're like,
yeah. I kind of turned the game off, low-key.
Right after that, it's like, yeah, Josh Johnson, he's not gonna get it done.
Yeah, you're an NFL quarterback, no doubt, but I don't think you're getting the job done against the Eagles.
Yeah, in the fucking championship game,
especially like
game of your life right there.
The situation is like that's different.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Oh man, yeah, QB madness for sure.
That sounds like it could be like a game or something, like one of them like all game QB madness.
Too much going on. That's what blew them in the playoffs. I thought they were
Shout out, boy Warren, man. Appreciate you tuning in, man.
Hey, where's where did Derek Carr go?
That nasty ass hat right there.
I gotta scratch my hat.
The Saints.
Yeah,
that's yucky.
No, it's not. You guys are tripping, bro.
That's yucky. That's yucky.
He about to ball out. Watch.
That's yucky.
He about to ball out.
Ball out for third place.
He couldn't even ball out against the Chargers.
Hey, just watch.
I thought Winston was the successor, man.
What's crazy is
he got a team surrounded with him now. Like he actually got a good like offense. You know what I mean with him.
Dennis Allen,
with the Raiders.
Dennis Allen, head coach.
But wasn't he already? Don't they already have a connection?
Yeah, he's the one that drafted him. He was there for 1 year.
Okay,
and Dennis Allen's time in Oakland at the time was.
But what I'm saying is he has a more complete offense around him. Like he's not gonna have to, you know, what I mean,
complete dog shit.
You're tripping.
He's not gonna have to play good.
I can't stand Panthers fans, bro.
What's crazy though?
And bro, watch out for Bryce Young,
bro. Brother. Yeah, he's a midget. Sorry.
Not worried about the size.
Sure you're not, bud.
The tape shows it on. The pants were over.
Now, what's crazy though is that I'm a diehard Charger fan, but my second team is the Saints.
That's gross.
Sure. And then my third team's Cowboys, but you know.
That's gross too.
Yeah. Sorry.
All
right. I like talking shit to Charger fans, but you know, deep down, like you know,
yeah,
they gotta leave the city.
It hurts.
Football here.
No, that will always, bro. Because it's just like going to the games. Like you were able to just like I want to see my team play. I want to go see another team. Like I even have to go for the Chargers bus. Like, bro, I'm just trying to watch football. Like at the end of the day, get a quick ticket, go to the Chargers game.
All I'm gonna say is this, bro. Yeah. If the Chargers go to the Super Bowl and Pure Rap Podcast is there, I'm gonna start my own podcast and be like, wait, aren't you a Saints fan? And aren't you a Carolina fan?
Yeah, we're just.
You're never gonna catch me rooting on the Chargers, man. I'll tell you that.
No, I'm always be honest regardless. I'm not gonna fake it to make it type, you know. But the San Diego
depending on the
be like, you know, I mean,
if it was the Saints Chargers Super Bowl, I'm rooting for the Chargers, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, who you rooting for? Saints Chargers Super Bowl. Who you rooting for?
I'm rooting for the Chargers.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, Saints.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. No, yeah, I get it, Barnezy. Yeah. I get it. That's
like I'm gonna root for that's my team. Like I'm an actual loyal fan. Like I'm not one of these people.
Me too. They went to LA.
Yeah, so but
hey, you see that proposal they're doing for Sports Arena?
Yeah, Stan Kroenke's is putting in.
Yeah, and they're talking about there's like this rumor going around that they build a stadium big enough, they'll make it for they'll bring the Rams down here, and leave the Chargers up there.
Damn.
That'd be interesting.
That's messed up. Why won't they bring Chargers?
Rams
I'm not going to be a Rams fan.
Kroenke,
give us Chargers back. Keep the Rams, bro.
Give us the Chargers back.
Kroenke owns the Rams. He owns the Chargers.
Especially because we already got the merch. Like people still got San Diego Charger jerseys. Like, bro,
too bad. Nobody going to the game.
Easy. Just make it easy on us. Bring us back to Chargers.
That was my first gig, bro. Nobody goes.
Rams.
There's no Charger fans, bro. There's always opposite teams coming
here.
So there's like more Raider fans than Dago fans. Like it's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. We talk about how we wanted the Chargers to stay,
but nobody's loyal.
I say this: the Chargers. If Chargers were winning at the time of the vote, they would have got voted for.
Probably. Yeah, I agree.
But San Diego's definitely
they're
not winning. Nobody
see that with the Padres now.
Yeah,
they're selling out every fucking
everybody
game.
Want to
they weren't there 5 years ago. Now they're winning, spending money. Yeah.
And then now State, you know, San Diego State, you know, boom, Final Four championship. Now everybody want to wear State gear and shit. It's like people only want to watch winners. That's it.
Everybody want to be an Aztec now, huh?
Yeah, everybody want to be an Aztec now. Where they at 5 years ago?
You ain't wrong, Darnell. I'm like, you ain't wrong. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm like, hey, like
you ain't wrong, bro.
Come on. I mean, this people.
What's crazy though is that when San Diego State's basketball team, when we weren't winning, like in 2019, people were like people from USG like, oh, we will whoop y'all in basketball and football. And I'm like, you must be smart.
Hell no.
Because you're not like I understand we're right next door, but we have scholarships. Y'all don't.
Nah, yeah, that would be a lopsided game for sure.
Yeah, maybe back in 2009.
Right.
Yeah.
But y'all not.
No, that's a good question. How did you feel about San Diego State basketball team? You know, that's a.
What?
How do you feel about that? Yeah.
Oh, for the basketball team?
Yeah. How'd you feel like them going away like far and then doing their thing?
What you mean? Oh, in the final in the tournament?
Yeah, in the tournament. Like, how'd you feel about that?
They went to the Final Four, right?
No, they went to the championship.
They went all the way to the championship.
Lost to UConn.
Yeah. But they lost.
I remember when my boy Butler hit that game winner.
Right.
I was in Las Hadas, and as a matter of fact, I was on my way to I was at Las Hadas in downtown. I was on my way to Padre game because I got season tickets. So I seen the San Diego State one, and then the Padre.
Oh, you was in downtown. You was
I was at the Padre game when they lost to UConn. They were showing it on the board and all that. But
that's crazy.
I don't really care for SDSU. I got my reasons though. But
it was crazy. Buzzer beater. I mean, going forward.
It was crazy because when I was walking in the stadium and as I'm sitting on my seats, they're like, oh, it was like the 7th inning stretch. You know, they did a little take me out to the ball game, and they're like, oh, and here's a replay of what Petco Park looked like after we hit the game winner. Yeah. They hit the game winner, and the whole park lit up like he just hit it, like it was live.
Yeah.
Crazy. Everyone drunk off Cutwaters.
Right.
That's crazy. That's the new wave. Cutwater's crazy, though. Them joints hilarious. Hey, them joints hit, though. I ain't going to lie. Cutwater's hit.
All right, but enough about the other football, man. Let's get into your career. So,
all right.
I mean, so our first question is, how was your experience in the USFL? And then the next question is, how was your experience playing in the IFL?
So playing the USFL, like how I got there, you know, to understand, you kind of got to understand how I got there. So, you know,
explain the journey.
You know, I went to Azusa Pacific Division II school. You know, thought I was bigger than my britches, decided to party too much and fell ineligible. Went to San Diego Mesa for a semester, for 2 semesters, graduated. You know, didn't really have a lot of offers. Had a bunch of D2 offers, but I'm a 6'5", 350-pound guard. I got to go somewhere bigger than a Division II school. That was just me, though. You know, that was me just being young and big-headed. And Mike Schmidt from San Diego State called me. He was like, hey, you want to come to San Diego State? I'm like, yeah, for sure. Like, what I got to do? He's like, yeah, you're going to be a preferred walk-on. I said, walk-on? He was like, yeah. I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, you don't get no scholarship money. And I was like, you know, how to talk to my mom. And I was like, you know, I want to be an Aztec, so fuck it. So, you know, went to San Diego State. Something that scale, man, I was, when I got there, I was 420 pounds when I got there. So, you know, my first day in meetings, you know, I raised my hand and asked questions, man. And, you know, my coach was like, I'm going to be a little more PG on this podcast, but he was like, put your hand down. You're not playing.
Oh, damn.
You're 420 pounds. You can't play. So, you know, I spent my whole first semester just put my head down, just grinding, man, just trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn the system. You know, I got down to about like 340. You know, I was, you know, feeling good, looking good, and out of nowhere, man, COVID hit. COVID came in, you know, put us all back by a lot, everybody, not just football.
That's a fact.
Had to do that. COVID, went through COVID, was still training through COVID. Shout out my trainer, Dusty Anafuso. He was helping me through COVID and all that stuff. You know, he trains a lot of great dudes, Greg Bell, Devin Lloyd, Chris Olave. All that dudes. We all at the gym training. You know, was getting us right. 2020 season came through, and, you know, I had to see things through a coach's view. You know, although I did a good job, you know, for the spring ball that I did have, he just wasn't comfortable with me going in there because, you know, I haven't played FBS football yet. You know, I just lost a bunch of weight. You know, when you lose a lot of weight like that, you kind of got to learn how to move again.
Yeah.
You got to kind of reteach yourself how to block at a lower level and you know, move at a faster pace. So, you know, how to relearn that. And, you know, I got, you know, our special teams coordinator, Coach Deacon, he was like, you know, Booth, you work really hard, man. You know, we all salute you for that. And he pretty much told me, like, you know, there's no way I'm not going to let you not hit the field because you work hard. So how do you feel about being on special teams? And I was like, I'll be the best special teams dude you have. So, you know, he had me on punt, special protector on punt. and field goal, man. And, I took that job seriously, man. I'm in every special teams meeting. It was crazy after doing that. It seems like a job nobody wants to do.
Yeah.
But I want to be a coach when I get older. When my career is done. So looking back at it, it was actually a great learning moment and a great learning lesson. Like, I can tell dudes on kickoff, gunners, like, hey, you got to stay widest of the wide. You have to contain, and once that returner catches the ball, break into him, break in and break down, break in and break down. So being on special teams was great. But we got our year back. I asked my coach. I was like, I'm graduating this semester. My FAFSA runs out. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for school because I have FAFSA and all that good stuff. Financial aid.
Yeah.
And, we love you here and blah blah blah. But everybody's coming back. And, I wanted to play in the NFL. I want to play professional football. So it was a hard decision, but I had to make a decision to hit the portal and finish my degree at San Diego State. There's no way I was leaving San Diego State without my degree.
Yeah.
And transfer out, man. So same thing kind of happened like JUCO. Got a bunch of D2 offers. I didn't have a lot of film. I had great coaches vouch for me, Rocky Long, Brady Hope. Telling people, I think Coach Schmidt, I think he's one of the greatest offensive line coaches I've ever seen. He's put multiple dudes in the NFL. Ryan Pope, Deshaun Dixon, Keith Ishmael, Kyle Spalding, Zach Thomas, Billy Dunkel. I don't know why. Daniel Brunskill, he plays for the 49ers.
Yeah, right? He's on Denver now. He's on
Denver.
Yeah, he signed. He recently signed. I think it's Tennessee.
Yeah, he's put a lot of dudes in the league, and I really, I commend him. Although he was a hard ass, but I commend him for everything that he was able to teach me, and I appreciate everything he did for me, especially because he's from San Diego. Kind of was in the same shoes I was in, but he was a walk-on as a freshman. But fast forward to Indiana State. It was a bad experience. I didn't like it there. If I got any boys at Indiana State, I love all you boys. Jaron Johnson, Justin Dinka, John, Malik, love all y'all boys. But just being at Indiana State just wasn't a good experience.
Wow. What made it feel that way?
The vibe wasn't there.
Yeah, bro. I committed there off of I have to go Division I if I want to keep my dream going. I can't go from an FBS school to a Division II school. So I went there. They were telling me, oh, we want you to bring you in. You're gonna start right away. Blah blah blah. We got guys in here. And I said, okay, cool. I get there, and that's obviously not the case. They already had dudes lined up, ready to rock. And that was just kind of what it was, man. And I was kind of battling with that. But, the coaches, they all knew Coach Hoke because they were with Coach Hoke at Michigan. Mm-hmm. So Coach Hoke, vouched for me. He was like, hey, this kid can play. Coach Mallory, the head coach, he was like, hey, man, look, I want you to bring what you did at San Diego State and do it here. Practice at San Diego State was a mother. Like I tell you, periods is 5. So there's 5-minute periods during practice, right? And on a regular spring practice, camp practice, you have about 25 periods, 22 to 25 periods. The first 3 periods for O-line was shoots. Shoots is like the pad level drill, right? Mm-hmm. You're doing that for 15 minutes straight, like just rapid fire, inside zone, outside zone, pulling, hitting dudes with the bag. That's all you're doing. The next period after that is pod drill. Which is 2 offensive linemen versus 1 defensive lineman and a linebacker. You're doing that for about 2 more periods. After that, you have inside run. After that, you got team pass under pressure. And, San Diego State, we got 2 fields. So you're jogging from one field to the other, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. O-lineman, Caleb knows as the O-lineman. Yeah. For some reason, offensive line coaches like picking the furthest end zone.
Right, the furthest corner and shit.
So we're just running 200 yards multiple times throughout the practice, trying to get the pass rush one-on-ones, trying to get the team periods, 2-minute. But we got team pass under pressure, which is just pass rush. Then we got a little bit of Indy, which is kind of a break, but it's not really a break. Then you go back into team, another team period, and then if it's hot, they give you a hydration period. and they give us like a canned Gatorades, which is fire, by the way, if you can get your hands on one.
A canned Gatorade.
Canned Gatorade is the best Gatorade.
That's different.
So
I've never seen a canned Gatorade. Now that I think about it, I'm like,
canned Gatorade.
I've never seen.
You know how the Minute Maid tastes different in the carton than it does in the jug.
Yeah,
just like that. It tastes way better.
Damn, that's wild.
Tastes way better. You get a little hydration period. Got 2 more team sessions, pass rush, one-on-one pass rush, and then you got 2 minutes. And if the offense loses, you got another one.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
definitely hating the defense.
So it definitely wasn't a soft practice. It was like toughness was a big thing at San Diego State, man. I keep referring to it. I keep referring back to San Diego State because it was a great experience. And I was a walk-on, but it taught me a lot about myself. Really developed me into being a hard-working type of person. That's like my first, we have these things called non-travel lifts. So if you don't travel on a Friday, you got to lift at 6 a.m. My first non-travel lift was a 10 by 10 on squat at like 65% of your max. And you got to do every rep. Like I walked into the locker room. It was about 5:15 in the morning. All I hear playing on repeat is Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire.
Oh my goodness!
All you hear for about 45 minutes, and everyone's like about to piss their pants. They're nervous. It was bad. And then you could tell when you had a run after because he would lower your percentage down. So he was like, "Hey, we got 10 by 10 today, but at 55% of your max." All right, cool. You go up in there, do it. You think you did better because you're getting stronger. You're not. He was like, "Hey, everyone, lace your shoes up. Grab a water bottle, meet me out front." We start in the front of the facility, run all the way around like that little neighborhood that's behind like the practice fields, and then you pop out a light at the bottom of Montezuma Hill, and you got to run all the way up Montezuma Hill and then back to the facility.
Yo,
they had y'all working,
bro. Wow.
Jeez.
But man,
why does it sound extreme?
Like that was Coach Hall.
Props to you, man. Salute.
This is good info for the people out there trying to be college players.
Man, like
maybe go to San Diego State. If you
and that you got to remember San Diego State. That's a Mountain West school. That's not even a Power 5 school.
Right. Yeah.
That's a lower 5. Although they're probably gonna go to the Pac-12 at some point. But you got to realize, man,
they got you.
Like I'm telling you this, college football, it looks good. I got all these offers. I'm signing. I'm leaving. I'm telling you, the moment your mama drops you off, you are not a little boy no more. You get like one day.
Responsibilities coming.
You get maybe like 5 hours to grow up. You get about 5 hours to figure it out. Like, hey, look, here's your list for today. You got to go to financial aid right now to make sure
you got to go to class.
You got to go make sure you get your books. What? You got to go move into your dorm, and then don't forget, after you move into your dorm in 30 minutes with all your stuff, you got meetings at the facility. Yeah. Then you got to lift, and then you got practice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, your mom ain't here to do it all for you.
Yeah, your mom's not going to say, you can't call your mom like, "Mom, what do I do?"
Yeah.
She's going to look at you like this. I didn't play college football.
The life of a college athlete, you got to balance all that. And then, before NIL was a thing, not everybody had the money to, pay for food and fucking live,
I'm sure was there like people available though as far as
counselors help?
Counselors help, you know what I mean? Did you utilize all that when you first stepped foot on?
Like when I was at Azusa and I was a freshman, I was definitely like, what do I do? Oh, it's okay, bro. You're gonna go here, yada yada yada. But at Azusa, the cool thing they did at Azusa was that they gave you like a mentor program for the 2 weeks, for the first 2 weeks of camp. You're dorming with the upperclassmen.
Oh, okay.
So they show you where to go, what to do, how to do it.
Okay, cool.
Giving you tips and all that, how to make it through camp, how to not cramp up. All that. I remember my sophomore year at Azusa, man. I don't know what I was doing. It was during camp. I was up super late, not hydrating. I was on the game. Woke up, went to practice. Man, full body cramp.
Damn.
Oh,
full body cramp during inside run. Coach said down, said, I took one step, my whole body just locked up, and I was just laying there, just shaking. And they were like, "Booth, you gotta stretch out." I was like, "Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man, it was bad. But
funny.
But back to Indiana State. So San Diego State, obviously was a tough program. We're hitting every day. And honestly, man, I remember we were in inside run. Indiana State runs this weird defense where they run a 3-3 stack, but they'll spin the safety down. The end spiked. The front side linebacker played this way. I'm pulling this way. So the safety field off the edge, I'm pulling. So, I depleted his ass. And the whole defense had a problem with it. The whole team was up in rage. Like, you guys, my boy, Inoke Mwala or Isaiah Edwards, man. They were like, bro. They were like, what are you doing? I was like, what do you mean? You wanted me to
I'm doing my job, bro.
His ass is the first day of class. Defense has been talking shit for 3 days when we're in helmets. I'm going to hit you.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you why I play Division I football. Cracked his ass. I got thrown out of practice.
Damn.
Oh,
For
wow.
real?
Yeah. Thrown out of practice in the first 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you cracking dude too hard, or you trying to?
I mean, I didn't think I was going too hard because at San Diego State, people be going stupid. So I was under the impression they wanted me to do.
That's just what you were like. That's how you were built.
I mean, that's
like,
what you was built to do. You doing your job.
Aggressive
I'm
sport.
trained to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I came off the edge
sport.
soft, and that's what happens.
Yeah, you should have been like, that's why y'all like this right now. No,
the team.
So what happened when you got kicked out of practice?
Start being like, hit that Denzel Washington.
I mean, the thing is though, I didn't even know I was kicked out of practice till we got to Indies. My head coach going crazy talking about get his ass off the field right now. I don't care who he is. So I'm like looking at coach. I'm looking at Coach Switzer. I'm like, Coach Switzer, I gotta go. And he was like,
oh my goodness.
Go. So I said, and my teammate, my roommate, they had us up in townhouses. Was Jaron Johnson? He's a linebacker, so it's like, so I gotta sit in here and wait. And he was like, yeah, bro, my bad. I said, can I get an ice bath? So man, I said, went in the locker room, showered, got an ice bath, and was ready to rock. Had to talk with coach. You ain't got to pancake. He was like, you don't have to pancake your teammates. You got to learn how to practice, blah blah. I told my coach, I was like, look, man, I was like, I'd rather it be me than somebody else on the team. Because at least when they get somebody else on the team tries to do it, they know how to defend it.
Yeah.
But what do I know? But then fast forward next day of practice, we're running a screen. And I'm out there on the DB. Throw his ass to the sideline. Coach going stupid.
Get him out.
Practice. I'm walking over. DBs are soft. I'm sorry if you play DB, but DBs are soft. We all know that.
Hey, that was a DB.
I'm sorry.
Hey. I wasn't soft.
You soft.
Were you now, Darnell?
I wasn't soft.
You soft.
Were you an ankle biter, Darnell? Did you face people?
Nah. I was like now. No, freshman year I was scared because it was the first time I ever been in pads. Yeah. But I remember, hey, shout out to Coach Nacho, and hopefully he watching. But he was one of the good coaches. And then when I hit somebody in practice hard, and then he saw that, he's like, oh yeah, we want D in there, yeah. And when I got in there, when I was playing, what is it, Kearney High School, I remember that game. Running back coming out on the side to the sideline, I pushed him and out of bounds, and then Coach Nacho, he was pissed. He's like, hey man, supposed to be hitting out there, and
that's where I had my one-hand interception.
This was at home, by the way. But next play, bam, I hit dude just how you wrap up, just squat and then just kind of wrap up. I didn't like doing the ankles, man. I don't like doing ankles, man.
At least you're not a lace tackler, but no. After practice, I'm walking to the ice bath, got all my stuff. DB's looking at me like. I'm looking at them. What y'all trying to do? Like, oh, you a bitch, blah blah. I'm like, so what y'all trying to do, blah blah. So now it looks like I'm being aggressive. Head coach called me to the office. He like, O-line coach called me to the office. Like, man, how am I supposed to defend you? Blah blah blah. I walk out of the meeting room crying, thinking I'm going to get kicked off the team. And then I get another call from the head coach. He called me in, and he was like, hey man, your offensive lineman buddy Jackson. Just stood up for you. You didn't start the fight. I was like, I know I didn't. But he's like, you didn't start the fight, and so you're good. And I was like, I'm glad I'm good.
That's crazy. You have to deal with that at practice on your own players. You're dealing with this type of you're trying to get your own spotlight, and look like this confrontation.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy. But
and it's not even that. It's not even that deep. It's practice. I'm trying to make you better.
Practice, yeah.
Facts.
But that first game didn't start. Second game didn't start. And then, in my bio, it tells you, Jalen Booth started in 6 games, and 3 of those we rushed for like the season high of 350 and 275 yards in one game. I'm like, I don't know if I make a difference, but something's changing.
Numbers showing.
Numbers showing.
But finish that up. I did one full semester there. Finished that, and then when I trained for my pro day, can't really find anybody to train with, but my boy Dusty Anafuso, who trains alongside Lester Spellman. Lester Spellman has trained Quinn Williams. Who was that one dude a few years ago? He ran the fastest 40. It was like a 4.23 or something like that. Trained him. He's pretty much trained the three. He's trained Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow.
All the big name guys.
All the big name guys on their 40s. And everyone who's running fast, just know he went to Lester Spellman.
Damn, that's
so, I trained with him for my pro day. We're dropping weight. My 40 times getting better and better. Out of nowhere, it's a Thursday. I got about a week and a half to my pro day, so I got to fly back out to Indiana. I get a call. I'm in the shower. I'm like, hey, hello. And he said, hey, this is John Peterson with the USFL. I'm the player personnel director. The Tampa Bay Bandits want you to come play for their team. How would you feel about it?
Wow.
I'm like, do I got to pick right now? He was like, you can give me 15 minutes. I hang up the phone. I'm ass naked in the shower.
Like, yeah.
Like, I'm sweating in the shower because now I don't know what to do.
Life-changing decision.
Bro, yeah.
And he said he gave you 15 minutes. That's all you
butt naked.
Butt naked. I'm butt naked in the shower, like with my phone in hand. My phone's getting wet. I got soap on this side of my face.
You stood out there. You're like, damn, I still got shampoo. I'm
like, damn. Okay, cool. So I rinse off. Call my mentors. Who's Charles James, by the way. He's a great coach. He was going to be a legendary coach at San Diego High.
Unfortunately, he came after we graduated, but it's life.
Yeah,
he changed the program, but hey, it's all good.
Man, changed the program for the better.
He did. But
man,
shout out to him.
Talked to Les Spellman, talked to Dusty Anafu, so I talked to my mom, and they were all like, "Look, if you're looking at it realistically, you don't have anybody you don't have any NFL coaches calling you, you don't have any agents calling you. No, this is the best thing you could possibly do." So I said, "Fuck it." Called him. I was like, yeah, man, when do I got to be there? You got to be there on Tuesday. This is Thursday. Wow. What do you mean? I was like, are y'all paying for me? No. You still got to make the team. I was like, said my goodbyes. Had a little going away party that Saturday. Shot out there Tuesday, man. Made the team for camp. Had Todd Haley as my head coach.
Yeah. NFL experience right there.
It was dope. I ain't gonna lie. He's the coolest players coach on the fucking planet. I ain't gonna lie.
He was in the NFL for a while. So
he as a matter of fact, our special teams coordinator was with the Chiefs when we had Dante Hall.
Oh wow.
He was with the Ravens when they had Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis. Yeah, all them boys. Obviously Todd Haley was with the Browns. He was with the Steelers when they had Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
Worked
with a lot of good players.
Being 23 in a room full of professional athletes, obviously, at that point I was still kind of like separating myself, like, oh, I'm just here and these are like the professional athletes. Because all these dudes are like 29, 28, 30. These dudes got kids. They're playing for a lot more than
That's fact.
They're playing for a lot more than just having fun. Like I got like Damian Mama, like I used to watch his highlights in high school. He was my teammate. This dude, he was like, yeah, man, I need to get back to the NFL. I got one more year in the NFL and I'm on league pension for the rest of my life.
Wow.
He's like, I got 2 young kids and a wife. He's like, I'm playing for more than just the fun of the game.
Yeah. There's more to it than,
Yeah.
Like,
that kind of made me like, one thing that I took from Todd Haley and Coach Gans was like, who all here wants to go back to the NFL? And everybody raised their hand, obviously. He's like, well, look, everybody has personal goals, but what you got to do is put your personal goals aside and put the team goals ahead, because as the team goals start to succeed, your individual goals start to rise to the top.
That's a fact.
The more you play for the team, the more your individual goals will happen. And
you have more eyes on you guys at that point. Yeah.
Right.
Exposure.
Right. And if you're making plays, man, it doesn't matter what your individual goals are. They're gonna happen. It doesn't matter. But honestly, playing the USFL, it was it was an amazing experience, man. You know, you get so much knowledge from dudes who, you know, who have been on teams with guys like D'Anthony Thomas. You know, guys who have been in same locker room as Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Like same locker room as all these great NFL who have played on a team with Tom Brady.
Yeah, just getting their knowledge and then, you know, being able to learn as well from them.
And just trying to learn. And, you know, a big thing that I did was that I try to talk to my coaches a lot. And, you know, Coach Gans, you know, he every team meeting he had a story for us. And one story that I'm gonna butcher the shit out of this. So just hang with me. But, you know, he talked about the moon landing. You know, everyone knows about the Apollo landing, right?
Yeah.
But nobody talks about Gemini, the first shot at trying to land on going to the moon, and how that crashed and burned before takeoff. No one talks about the Mercury projects and how those all crashed at takeoff or before they even broke the atmosphere. Only thing that people want to focus on is Apollo. But the important part is Gemini and Mercury, because without those two, we would have never got to Apollo.
Yeah.
We would have just quit. We would have never got there. So, you know, he obviously in football terms, it turned into trust the process, and the process is going to happen at some point. You just got to keep working towards it.
Yeah, pretty much. It takes failure to be successful.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, so, you know, just learning a lot of stuff. You know, I asked Coach Haley, you know, I was like, what was it like having the Pouncey brothers as your center? What did he do to be good? And he was like, you know, man, he was like, he picked my brain a lot, and he really took control of the offense. Like, he knew everybody's call. He knew everybody's route. He knew everything, just so he could adjust the pass protection or the run play to what's going to fit the best and what's going to help them win the game. And so, you know, just learning the game. And honestly, as a young guy, you know, I still got a lot to learn. I got a big, thick white notebook of just notes of what these guys were just telling me. And, you know, film study is important. You got to watch film on these dudes. Like, there is no, like, I was rolling to the game. You got to watch film on these guys, man. You know,
preparation.
Preparation is key, man. Like, and, you know, it's not always about watching a play, taking notes. Like, sometimes you have to get up, do the footwork in your room, and then start taking notes again. Because I'm a very physical and visual learner, and if I don't do that, then it's gonna go out the window. Even you know, some people call it brown nosing, but even like calling your O-line coach and being like, hey man, I need help. Or let's watch some film together. You know, this is really gonna help my game. I really want to play this week. Let's get together and let's have a little film session. You know, I want to learn with you. Yeah. And honestly, man, networking. It's not about what you know. It's really about who you know in the professional league. You know, some people will say, well, I don't understand how this dude's on this team or how he's on a practice squad. Well, he probably has a good relationship with the GM, with the Colts, and that's how he's on the practice squad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, you know, it just being able to get to know people.
Just build those connections.
Right.
Yeah.
Just having
those connections, promote yourself.
It's key. Yeah. And then, you know, sadly, my GM got fired. My O-line coach left to the XFL, and then they relocated Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay went on hiatus for a little bit, but they moved them to Memphis. So essentially, they just took the team, moved it to Memphis. But, you know, they released a lot of people. They didn't release just me. Like, I wasn't the only one who got released. It was a whole bunch of people. And they kept, like, 2 offensive linemen. They kept 1 quarterback.
Wow.
Kept 3 wide receivers. Didn't keep any of our running backs.
Damn.
Kept 1 D line. You know, they pretty much revamped the whole
rebuild,
the whole thing.
Tore it down and building it back up.
You know, it was hard. You know, because it was the first time I've ever been cut for anything.
Yeah.
So you know, I had a hard time. You know, I had to take a day or two. You know, to really
just get back into that.
Yeah, to get back into that mode of me. It's not that I was never going to stop playing football, but you know, I had to get back into that mode of, you know, like, all right, this is the plan. You know, football's always just been the plan. I had one plan, football. We're gonna do that. Boom, get out of here.
Yeah.
But you know, it honestly, it helped me become a better person, man. Helped me become a harder worker, man. Helped me refocus on my goals. Like, you know, all right, cool. We gotta take a step back, but you know, we'll take a step forward at some point. You know, I had leading back to making good connections. My boy Travis Feeney, he played on the XFL by the Hawks, and then my boy Jawan Bushell-Beatty and my O-line coach, they all went to the XFL team, the St. Louis Battlehawks. I sent my film out to him, like, hey man, always any way you get me on the team, but shoot us over to your GM, blah blah. Dave Bowler, the GM, called me, said, hey man, I love your film. All right, cool, man. So I'm like, so what's up? Like, bring me on in, man. I'm ready to rock.
So what are we doing?
What are we doing?
He's like, so here's the problem. I already have my roster's already full. He's like, I got 15 linemen. I can only keep 11.
Wow.
Some people are already going. So
yeah. So I said, okay. He's like, but if anything happens, I'll let you know. And that O-line stood strong the entire fucking season. Nothing happened, but they did have a great season. No, I don't wish injuries on anybody. I hate injuries.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
But they did a great job. But these guys, I see a lot of their offensive linemen decide to the NFL. And sure enough, right, that season was over, and I seen all these signs. I said, hey, Mr. Butler, it's good to talk to you again. This is Jalen Booth. Here's my updated film from the IFL. Congratulations on your NFL guys getting signed. But, I'd love to come and fill those spots and show you that I can play for your team. Give me a call when you can. Did the same thing with Coach Haley, man. They all reached back and like, hey, man, we love your film, blah, blah. We'll be in touch. So, hopefully the IFL, it's a great league. It's cool for people. It's honestly the way my coach put it. He's like, it's the JUCO of professional football for everybody. Like, you don't get paid that much. It's not bad. It's not like
it's not money, but
it's not 5 bands a week that I was getting in the USFL. But you make a decent amount of money.
Yeah, you're still getting paid to do what you love, and
exactly.
At the end of the day,
exactly.
Yeah, you still got a spot. Somebody still want.
It's an opportunity because you can not be playing football. So
no, yeah, and I remember if any of my Strike Force boys are listening to this, they'll probably agree. They probably sense that my attitude towards the beginning of camp, like the first 2 days of camp, were very like, I'm too good for this shit, and I'm this, and blah blah blah, and I'm this. I remember we were staying in the hotel, the Bahia. I went back home because I had to talk to mom. I'm telling her, and she was just looked at me with this look of like, well, like who are you?
Yeah.
Like, so who do you think you are to act this way?
Yeah.
Well, I did this, and I'm like, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you're here now too. Like these are your teammates.
Yeah.
So how good are you if these are your teammates? You know what I'm saying? And I really had to like humble myself and be like, you know what? Because if I was good enough to play in the USFL or XFL, I'd be there.
Yeah.
So obviously, there's something that I need to work on. I had to re-humble myself.
It's like one of those things you don't want to hear, but you needed to hear.
I had to hear
need to hear it.
Yeah.
I had to take my own slice of. Had to take a piece of humble pie, man. And I had to eat that shit. No matter what. All these other professional leagues, they can keep calling me if they want to, but if there's no paperwork, guess what? I got a game on Saturday on carpet turf where I wear Russell Westbrook's. With no leg pads, where I got.
I remember I knew a guy. Is Kyran still play for them?
Kai who?
Kyran Jackson. He still play for Strike Force?
Nah, I don't think so.
No. Okay.
No.
Tariq Thompson there though, right?
Who?
Is it Tariq Thompson? I think his name is.
Oh yeah, my boy Tariq, man.
Yeah. Nah, he was on Strike.
My mom's husband with Pop Warner, so I know.
Yeah.
Nah, Tariq, man, he's a great player. I love me and Tariq train together down with Dusty in East Lake. But Tariq's gonna be just fine, bro. I'm just glad he's playing football again, honestly, man.
Yeah, because I know he went undrafted to the Buffalo Bills. It was like a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
But this is. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I didn't want to. I was very like standoffish at first, but now it's kind of fun. It's fun taking somebody and slamming them into the wall. That's fun.
It's a whole different game because you're on the smaller field, less players on the field too.
Oh yeah, I definitely. There's definitely my game that I need to do in my game, pass pro and run, that needs to get better to adjust to this game to be successful. But it's fun though, man. Playing in the IFL, man, it's fun, bro. It's if you want to play football and you really love the sport of football and you trying to get to the next level, come play in the IFL. You'll see it. You'll find out if you love it or not the moment you hit that wall.
I wish I could.
So, I love it, man. Shout out Coach Taylor, Coach Kilmer. Coach Taylor's the head coach. He's the one who called me, told me, he wants to come in and bring me in. Coach Kilmer. I already knew Coach Kilmer before I even met Coach Taylor, but shout out to Coach Kilmer, a great offensive line coach. He's San Diego legend for sure, man. We can get into that about another time. He born and raised in National City, man, went to Sweetwater High School, did all that, coached a lot of great offensive line guys out of San Diego, Dom Godinho. I don't know why I am blanking on his name, but he played for the Ravens from San Diego, from the South Bay. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now. Big as heck. But, Coach Kilmer shows a lot of love to me, and I always appreciate him for that. Shout out Coach Hemp, defensive coordinator. Coach Mooney, special teams coach. But I just want to thanks to those guys in the IFL and the Strike Force, for giving me an opportunity to play football because, there's plenty of people who aren't playing football right now.
Nico Siragusa?
There it is.
Yeah, it's like I was thinking. I know you're talking about too. I can't think of the name.
Nico Siragusa, man. But there's a lot of people who aren't playing football right now, whose football career stopped at either Pop Warner High School or
Siragusa was his father. Rest in peace.
Or even college. So I'm just blessed just to be able to still play the sport. Honestly, man, if higher opportunities come, man, hopefully I deserve it. And, and if not, man, well, we'll keep grinding until they do, man. The process is gonna process at some point.
Oh yeah. Keep the process going. Yeah. Stop. Keep going. I mean, there's gonna be new opportunities coming in for sure. I mean,
absolutely.
Sound like you had a long journey from COVID until now.
From the age of 21 to 24, it's been a lot.
College.
Been a lot.
I liked a lot that you said to that journey because the next I want to say because we only have about just 4 questions, but a lot of things that you said segue into a lot of those questions as well.
Okay.
So our next one is who are your biggest influences in the sport? And then our second question after that was how do you stay motivated during practices and long seasons, especially after explaining some of those practices? Like,
all right,
yeah.
For my diehard Charger fans out there, and for anyone who went to McKinley Elementary with me, you will know exactly who my biggest influence is. It is Donnie Edwards from the Chargers,
linebacker.
So I never played football when I was a kid. I played 1 year flag, and played for the Mirror Mason Chargers, and I wore 59. I wore his number.
Oh, wow.
I met him at an elementary school, and it was one of those things where, being a professional athlete, you do a lot of things with kids. Yeah. Sometimes in the moment it'll seem like this is pointless. This doesn't mean a lot to me or the athlete, but it means a lot to the kids.
Facts.
And I think it was one of those moments. My class got selected to be the special class who got to personally meet Donnie Edwards.
Wow.
So I remember, elementary school and middle school was really hard for me, man. I was bullied a lot. I was bullied through elementary school. I was bullied through middle school. And I was very self-conscious. I was a big kid. I was the biggest kid walking around school.
Right. Yeah.
Now it's a good thing, but back then, being a
when you kid and shit, yeah.
Sure, you should have been. You should have been bullying them. No, but
I was raised by my mom. I was raised by my mom, my grandma. Man, I was a big old softie, man.
Nah, that's a good thing though.
Stop bullying.
We don't need more bullies.
2023.
Yeah, we don't need bullies.
We don't need bullies.
Hey, gave me a little bit of character though. I mean, taught me how to crack back on them jokes quick. So taught me how to crack back on them jokes, man. But
Caleb used to get bullied by Raylon all the time. So don't worry.
Never that. Caleb was a bully.
Caleb was bullying.
He used to beat him up in the locker rooms.
Because the good kid.
It was funny, man. I got to high school and I met the O-line group, and it felt like a baby calf finding his herd. I was like, oh my god! I found my people. This is so nice. There's people who look like me that play sports.
I fit in finally.
That's hilarious.
He's like, wow,
my people.
somebody kind of like me. Wow.
I'm like, wow, this is what it's like being around other big people, huh?
Yeah.
He was waiting for that moment. I was waiting.
Once you see Raylon, you're like, okay.
You're like, oh.
Bro, what's funny is that me and Tati talk a lot on the phone. And we'll joke around, blah, blah, like, you're a beast, and let me get your autograph, yada, yada. Don't ever let him say, Tati taught me how to play football. He's the one who put me in a 3-point stance. Him and Kelly.
Yeah, shout out Trevon and Kelly.
Him and Kelly showed me how to get in a 3-point stance, and it was ugly. It was disgusting. It was ugly. But back to Donnie Edwards, man. He I got lucky, I think we were talking about health, like healthy foods you shouldn't be eating and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And he was like, who can tell me how many calories are in this soda can?
Yeah, what?
And I raised my hand, I can. He's like, how many are in it? I drank soda when I was a kid. I was like, there is 250 calories in that Coca-Cola can.
In that Coke.
He said, correct. You get to come up on the stage, man. He grabbed me, picked me up, put me on the stage. Like, what's your name? And I'm like, Jalen. You play football? And I was like, no. He was like, why not? I don't know. He's like, well, you should go play. Do you want to play for the Chargers now? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that moment there is the reason why, you guys ever able to make it to a game. My last home game is July 15th, July 17th. Everyone pull up, Changa Arena.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up. I've been meaning to. I'm gonna pull up.
If y'all need tickets, let me know. I get free tickets. So
no doubt.
I'll be there in spirit. I wish I could.
Hey, I put them on YouTube. All the games are on YouTube.
Okay, then send me for sure.
Yo, send the link. Send the link. Send the tickets. Yeah. We'll pull up.
I got you. But
yeah, I'll definitely watch that. Sure.
But after the games, man, I always, we do it now as a team. But I spend like an hour and a half on the field just signing autographs. You let all the kids coming down.
That's dope.
I sign autographs to all the kids, bro. Talk to all the kids. Talk to all the parents, man.
Because you've been there. You've been there. You understand.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I know what it's like being a San Diego kid.
Motivation.
Yeah. I know what it's like to I know what it's like to I don't know how to explain it. To having one thing to look forward to during the week.
Yeah.
Or having that one single moment that the kid will never forget. Like me just signing autographs. It could just be me, just signing an autograph and I'll never see the kid again. But that kid will never forget that I got my poster signed by all the Strike Force players, or I got my towel signed or jersey signed by Jalen Booth.
It's that spark.
Somebody is spark up they day, man. Brian their life.
Yeah. And when they traded Donnie Edwards, I heard a lot, but I still followed him, all that good stuff. But he's a really big influence when it comes to working with kids and working within the community and and things like that. But I will say, my biggest influence for when it comes to football and training and overall is Junior Seau.
Rest in peace.
Big Junior,
RIP legend right there. Rest in peace.
Even watching being Polynesian and just hearing stories about Junior Seau as a kid, there's legendary stuff. Like he was like the Bo Jackson of San Diego.
Yeah.
People talking about
legend when it comes to sports too, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that restaurant still open?
No, it's Buffalo Wild Wings. It closed recently. It closed shortly after he passed away.
Yeah. Oh wow!
Yeah, I wish I pulled up, man. I was really.
I've been there one time.
I never got a chance.
Man, he has a lot when it comes to opening up parks and stuff like that. Even up in Oceanside too, and being a.
Yeah, I already did some.
I mean, his name was everywhere growing up as a kid. That's his name was everywhere.
Yeah.
But even hearing stories as a kid, and then actually being able to watch the 30 for 30 on him. Just takes your motivation and your work ethic to another level.
Yeah.
This dude was working out in the morning, going to practice, going to meetings, working out at night, hanging out with his kids, doing work in the community. Things of that nature, just being just a great football player and a great person.
Yeah.
Sadly,
Yeah, I remember where I was at when the news broke too.
Yeah, I remember exactly where I was at. I was by Great Wall Express. Or no, what is it? The one by the Chinese food spot that used to be right next to the North Park Theater. I was right there by the KFC. I was right there, man. And
Airport Theater? What is that? Observatory? No.
Yeah, Observatory.
Yeah.
I was driving by the KFC, and the radio's on. I'm talking to my mom. She's like, "Wait, hold on, be quiet." And I'm like, just in, Junior Seau found dead at home in Oceanside, and she's bursting into tears. I got home, my grandma's crying. It was
tough time, right?
Yeah, it was a hard day for San Diego, especially the person being who he is. And I'm kind of answering both questions. But how do I stay motivated during practice and long seasons? I just want to, when my time here on Earth is done, I want to be able to say that I didn't change anybody's lives, but I was able to touch as many people as I could. That people can say Jalen Booth or Jay Booth or Booth came in my life and made it better. That he actually made a lasting impact on my life, and that, inspired me to do more of my life, or even if I'm just there just to be an ear, just to listen to people. Yeah, I'm a great listener. This is the judgment-free zone. If you want me to give you advice, I'll give you advice on what I would do.
Yes, sir.
But I'll never tell you what to do, because you're your own person.
That's key.
But I just want to be able to because the world's a big place. you can't change the world in one lifetime.
Right.
But what you can do is be a light in people's lives who need it the most. That's why I'm so accepting to everybody who comes in my life. That's why when I go to practice, even though I may not want to be there, or my back's sore, or my knees are sore, I'm always smiling.
Yeah.
Because there's Coach James told me, he's like, there's people in this world who wake up in the morning and who were born in a wheelchair. They can't do what you do.
Yeah. Life can be definitely worse.
So be grateful for everything that you have, because maybe one day it could be gone.
Have that gratitude.
Life can be much worse, man.
Yeah, man. That a person that taught me that a lot, is my grandmother. Sadly, she passed away in 2020. But she she taught me a lot about just being a good person. My mom did too. So my mom's just, even though she'll never admit it, my mom is just like my grandma. They're two peas in a pile. Like, I'm starting to catch her using the same slogans that my grandma did. But they taught me how to understand that not everything is as good as it seems, but everything's not as bad as it seems either.
Yeah.
Like, you failed your math test, but you already had an A+ in the class. So your A+ when you went from an A+ to you still have an A+, but it's just a 96 now.
Yeah.
Just went down.
Yeah.
It just went down a little bit. So you still got it.
Gotta be grateful.
Make you have that see that perspective.
You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days.
Yeah. My grandma, one thing she did teach me is just how to just let things go. Like I'm sure Caleb knows, you have a argument with your significant other. Sometimes, man, it's as much as you want to be mad and just hold it in and blah blah, it's better just to let it go.
That's a fact.
It's just not serious.
It's not, because when you take a step back and look at yourself in the mirror and look at the anger, you really weren't that.
Yeah, my mom always used to say to me, my sister, like, to never leave the house angry. That's one thing. Like, she always used to tell us, like when we were kids.
You never know you're gonna see him again or not.
Bro, I kept that with me like since I was a kid, bro. That's the one thing that I always kept in my head. Like, just in general for everyone. She said to me, my sister, but like for everyone who I like encounter or talk to, that's the one thing that I always keep in my head, bro. Like, I would never let anybody see that. Like,
one thing my grandma taught me was never go to bed angry at a person.
Yeah, that too.
Never go to bed angry, because you're gonna wake up tomorrow being mad.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's 2 a.m. Call them.
Yeah.
Call back. Look, I know you're mad. I'm calling you right now, and you're mad at me for other stuff. But look, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, even if you didn't do nothing wrong, or you guys just had a yelling match and both parties are in the wrong, just say sorry, bro. An apology goes a long way.
Yeah, for real. Especially when it's like, it could, sometimes it'd be a lot of petty stuff too. It's like, let's
right.
You know what I mean?
No, exactly, man. Like, because it's
and it's okay to agree to disagree. Like, people need to. It's okay to agree to disagree and still love each other at the end of the day.
Exactly. You still don't love each other at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's like, it's okay.
You'll be all right.
Facts.
I promise. This will be just a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, man. But when it comes to my influences in the sport and staying motivated, it's Donnie Edwards and Junior Seau, man. Those two guys. Shouts out those guys, man. Yeah. Charger players, by the way.
Charger legend.
Chargers all the way.
All the way.
So this is perfect because you kind of touched on this a little bit as well. So how has your experience as a football player shaped the person you are today?
Oh man, just working hard. Always just trying to find a way to get better, or trying to find a way to get through a hard time, or because man, them winter workouts at San Diego State, it's before spring ball starts, right after the season, spring semester just started. Y'all don't see the background. Y'all don't see what's going on in the background. Y'all see the cool stuff on Instagram of the Clemson workouts. But deep down, and you notice they don't ever record all their shirts look dry, fresh orange. The Clemson videos or the San Diego State, they look freshly white. They don't go to the offensive lineman who just went through a 30-minute warm up.
That's funny.
But I tell you, man, when it's 6 o'clock in the morning on top of that mesa, that's what we call San Diego State. On top of the mesa at 6 in the morning, and you outside, whistles being blown in your face, coaches yelling at you, and it's so cold, the snot's running down your nose, and now you're breathing through your mouth because you don't want to waste any time getting oxygen in, man. It teaches you how to really work through something and fight through something. It teaches you how to be able to work with others, and man, it really like shaped me as the person I am today, man. I'm just really a hardworking person. Anybody who can tell you, man, I'm just somebody who wants to get after it, wants to compete in anything I do. Like my Tuesday, Thursday schedule. Well, what it used to be was before we switched to morning practice, because Strike Force, we practice in the morning now instead of the afternoon. But what it used to be is I would have workouts from 7 to 9 down to East Lake, come home, either have a shake or like a smoothie or breakfast. Then I'll go hoop with my cousin Thomas Marcus from 12 to like 3 o'clock, get that extra cardio in, come home, eat again, shower, and then go to practice from 7 to 9. That was my schedule. That's my schedule, and that's I feel like that's why I'm losing a lot of weight, man. I'm in really good shape. I'm feeling good about myself.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier in the beginning. I was like, you look good. You know what I mean? Like, so you see it for sure.
But yeah, man, just being honestly just a hardworking person, like, and not making a big thing for me is not making emotional decisions. Because I used to in football. You'll have a moment where someone's talking trash to you, or they'll push you a little late after the play. If I react and push him back, I'm getting that 15-yard penalty. Now I got myself in more trouble than what I already was.
Yeah, you match that energy, only making it worse.
Yeah, man, just not make emotional decisions and learning how to listen. I'm sure you've all heard this being athletes before. You learn a lot more listening than you do talking.
Yes. Yep.
So just being a good listener and
that's just in life.
Yeah, that's just in life in general. That's honestly that's all I really got to say about the person I am today. Just working hard, honestly. Yeah. Just trying to get to it. Always trying to find a way to better myself or find a way to get better.
Strive for greatness.
You said what?
Strive for greatness.
Yeah, always, bro. There's always a way to get better, bro. You just got to do it.
Oh yeah, dedication. You always got to learn every day. I mean, we're still learning. We're still trying to get better. I mean,
forever. None of us perfect.
Forever be learning.
All four of us, we're all learning.
Man, I'm 24, man. I'm saying a lot, but I'm gonna. There's a lot more to learn.
Yeah. So next question would be, what are your goals for your football career, and also kind of on the side, when we talked with Jovan, similar to like, is there any like side things that you like looking into pursuing as well? To go on with going with as well.
So when I was training for my pro day, my boy Big Mike, I was like, man, I need some money, man. I need some money to pay my trainer. I need some money for meal preps. I need money to make my car payment. I need some bread, man. I don't know what to do. Why don't you start working security? What do you mean? Let's work security, bro. Like, you're a big dude. No one's gonna step to you. Why don't you start working security? And I'm like, well, I don't know, man. I'll see. Right. Man, my first couple times working security, man, went to Oxford, had to wear a suit. I'm like, this isn't for me. This is terrible.
Having to fucking wear a suit to work.
Yeah, wear a suit, be security out there, man, downtown.
Man, but I started working at another event that actually my good friend Tony runs called Rhythm and Brunch. He put me on there. They bring a lot of artists in. He always said, "Hey man, you're gonna be at the artist table." I said, "Okay, cool. Do I gotta wear a suit?" No, you can wear a fitted hat. Just make sure you're wearing all black, whatever sneakers you want. And I said, "Okay, cool." I started getting into security, man. The more and more the networking was what I'm going to get to. The more things you do, the more you can network. For example, I got Stephen G's phone number in here and D Smoke from.
Oh yeah.
I got all their phone numbers, man, so I can.
D Smoke, Inglewood, right? Inglewood.
Man. Yeah, whenever they're in town, man, I shoot them a text like, "Hey man, if you need personal security for the night, man, let me know." Blah blah. Sometimes they'll be busy, or sometimes they don't need it. But I got my Uncle George and my boy Royce. They're really big in the security game. Like Royce, he was security at Rolling Loud for other artists. He actually was personal security for Kennedy Chandler, who played for the Grizzlies.
Wow.
And then Uncle George, man, he was like, "Yeah, man, whenever your season's over, man, to be ready," because he be working security for Rick Ross whenever he's in town. He works security for Snoop Dogg whenever he's in town.
Shout out
So,
Rick Ross.
Just be whenever you're ready to step into the security life, you let me know. But what I really want to do is I want to be a college football coach. I gotta and just being a hardworking person and having that good rapport with San Diego State and Mike Schmidt and Coach Hoke and all them. They know that I want to be a coach, and hopefully when my career is done, I can reach out and say, "Hey, coach, I'd love to come in and be a GA." Everybody can be a GA at some point.
Oh, okay. So you want to go back to San Diego State and be a coach there?
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Why not?
No doubt. Get the opportunity. You
said San Diego. I'm just saying how San Diego native. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that'll be. I know the O-line coach there now is Mike Goff, offensive line player, offensive lineman for the Chargers from back in the day.
Yep.
He was a USC offensive line coach, Western Kentucky offensive line coach, and I got San Diego State. I don't plan on taking his job. I don't think his job is going anywhere. Right. I'd love to be able to, break down film for him, write up cards for practice, just
something to get your foot in the door, and eventually, you work your way up. A lot of coaches have to start that way.
Learning what it's like to really be to coach and learn different techniques and different drills that they do every day, and things that'll actually make young men better. Instead of mindless drills that we sometimes did in high school. Things that actually work. Yeah. But I want to be a college football coach. Offensive line, obviously, but hopefully one day, being a head coach at a university somewhere, win me a national championship. But with my playing career, obviously, I want to get to the league one day. I know clock's ticking up. I'm about middle age. I'm about to be middle aged in the football.
24. That's like you getting drafted at 24. You're considered old. So
yeah. So I'm getting there. So but I'm taking everything step by step.
We believe in you.
Got to get to that. Got to get out the IFL. That's number one. Either that be CFL, USFL, XFL. Got to get there. When I get there, got to make the most of my opportunity there. That's where my path ends. That's where my path ends. That's okay. I can say I did that.
Not everyone gets the opportunity, so
exactly. And that's where it ends. That's where it ends. But I'm gonna make the most out of everything. Hopefully, I can get to that league at some point. Even just to smell an NFL locker room.
Yeah.
Just to smell it, just to be in the same room.
Be in that vicinity, that facility right there. Knowing that you got your jersey with your name on it.
Yeah, you got your jersey with your name on it. That's what
jersey with a name on it.
Helmet with the logo on it.
Shoot, man. Getting on the team for one day and then getting cut. Like I was there.
I was.
I know it again. None of us on this podcast right now.
That's that one little moment, though.
Yeah, look, man. I'm telling you right. Look, you didn't see the Washington Commanders logo. I did.
Yeah,
I did. I play for the worst team in the league. People always ask, if you were to get drafted to the league, who would you play for? I don't care.
Yeah,
nobody gives a fuck.
I don't care.
Give me in there.
You got an opportunity. I don't think you can pick and choose what you would do.
Yeah, I don't care if I'm Mr. Irrelevant. As long as Mr. Irrelevant gets to see the locker room, it's cool.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you're undrafted and you getting signed undrafted,
that's.
Yeah, man. That's my goal, man. Get to the league. That's everybody's goal. But so sometimes people look from the bottom and just look straight at the top. But I feel like you gotta look at every individual step.
Look at the crevices.
You can't just skip the middle portion. You're not.
You can't just skip that. You can't. There is no elevator. You gotta take nothing but the step.
You're riding up the stairs. You're taking the stairs. You ain't taking the elevator to the top.
It takes a process to get to that top. Yeah.
And I feel like the stairs is every day, man.
Either
you're going up one stair or you're going back.
Yeah,
there is no stairs.
That's how it be. That's how it be.
People want that instant gratification. People want to be at the top. It takes time.
It definitely takes a lot of baby steps too.
Shit just isn't given to you.
Yeah, I seen Deion Sanders. He'd be funny on Twitter, but he said, "If I gave you something without earning it, would you really appreciate it?"
Yeah, that's real.
And I was like, "Nah, I would." Yeah, if I gave you something without earning it, would you really appreciate it? Probably not.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
You
don't
think you deserve it, probably.
Because look, man, that car payment you make, I'm sure you drive extra careful with that car payment you make, huh? Paying that phone bill, I'm pretty sure you're being careful with that phone. You don't want to drop that phone.
Yeah, I'm not dropping it.
You buy all them sneakers, man. I'm pretty sure you walking around like you got some fresh forces on, not trying to crease.
Yeah,
that's how I crease.
You got some cleaner and everything.
They're gonna crease anyways.
Make sure you ain't creasing and scuffing them.
Yeah, they're gonna scuff. They're gonna crease anyways.
But still, though,
one block.
Look, Darnell, they ain't got to crease on the first day. They ain't got to crease on the first day.
Hey, why so many rappers buy a whole freaking closet full of forces?
Because they got money for it.
I mean,
or they get it for free. Actually,
but I'm saying they crease all the time. Yeah. So you just going through it I think
they probably don't even be wearing them like that.
Bro, the baby goes through like a pair I remember like one concert he was going.
It's just a pair of sneakers, man.
Yeah, it's just a pair of sneakers.
All it is just
it's just sneakers.
Some people need to learn that,
some rubber and.
But see,
just
the people nowadays don't think that if it's clothing, if I want to wear that brand,
social media is a big reason why,
Hey, but if they're on my feet, they look even better.
Yeah,
they're on my feet, they look better, man.
I agree.
Come on, man.
So, our last question, for the kids, what advice would you give a kid/teenager who's pursuing their dream of playing football? Or I guess just in general, or
adult.
It's a dream. Yeah, it could be adult or, something that they want to pursue.
Keep going, man. Just keep going. It doesn't get any easier. It gets better. Like the experience gets better.
Never easy.
But the work does not get any easier. It gets harder. Because, I'll take it to a training standpoint. We wear these things called like a McLeod vest or GPS. So they track your speed, distance, all that stuff.
Wow.
So how do I explain it? You hit when you're training with a certain group of people, everyone has like an average. And when you finally break your average and hit your PR, like I can run 18 miles per hour. That's pretty fast for a big dude. I got to the USFL and I trained here, blah blah. I was like, how fast do y'all run? Oh, well, I run 19 miles per hour. Some other guy, some random dude's like, oh, well, I run 19. And, I hit 19.5 my last day. And now I'm sitting here like, well, fuck. now I got to work harder to get to where they're at. I've already worked super hard just to get to 18. Now I got to work even harder to get to 19 because I'm competing for a job with these people.
Trying to be better than the next.
So to the people out there who want to keep playing sports, no matter whatever it is, softball, baseball, soccer, basketball,
pickleball,
golfing. The experience gets better. I promise you, the experience gets better. You get more gear. You get nicer stuff.
Yeah, gear, bags, clothes.
You get all the wristbands, all the tape, all the media day, all the visors. You get all the cool stuff. But the work doesn't get any easier.
Oh yeah, no,
it doesn't get easier.
It takes the work to get there.
But in the end, I promise you, it's worth it.
Gonna be worth it. Yeah.
I promise in the end it's worth it, and I tell you to keep going strictly because I remember my first day of football camp. I remember my first day at San Diego High. I was wearing an Imperium white T-shirt I had on baby blue Nike shorts, and I had on some Adidas cleats that I bought from my homeboy Nico Santana. And I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing, and I remember it because, your coach tells you when you freshman year, your football career is gonna go by like that. You're gonna remember your first day like it was yesterday, and he's not lying. I remember when I was 13 years old on that football field, sweating, not knowing what to do, not having long hair, had like a little Morgan Freeman fro for the lineup. I had no facial hair. No, chains were not a thing.
Baby face, chains like that. He had a drip.
No, I have no drip. None. I just started wearing cargo shorts.
Some baby
Nike shorts. Cargo shorts. It was the trend.
He came from the gutter. He was wearing Dickies, man.
I was wearing cargo shorts with white pro clubs.
He was wearing the pro clubs.
Hey man, we don't worry, man. We were all swagless back then. None of us had no.
None of us had trying to look like Wiz Khalifa and shit.
Chucks back then, crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking tweeting yellow and shit.
But yeah, man. Just at the end of the day, just keep going, man. I promise. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna have your days where you don't want to play no more. You're gonna have your days when you love it. You're gonna have your days when you hate it.
Yeah. Gonna have a moment.
That's just a life lesson too. Whatever you're doing.
Yeah, you're gonna have days where you don't want. You're gonna have days where you don't want to get to work. Get up for work.
Yeah, someone good.
You're gonna have days where you don't want to work out, but you're like, I gotta work out.
If I don't work out, somebody else is.
Yeah,
just
somebody's working harder than you.
Yeah. And last note on that, just know somebody's working when you're not.
Yep.
So you better not work them while you are.
Somebody working right at the second.
Yep.
Yeah, someone right now is probably getting pass sets and run blocks in right now as we speak.
Yep.
But guess what? I already done worked out 3 times today. You ain't going to outwork me.
Always outwork the next, man.
Man, I always got to outwork the next person, man.
People definitely gonna learn a lot,
and that's just life. Just like us doing a podcast, got to outwork all these other motherfuckers doing the same thing, So
I remember my boy Brian was shooting freestyles in the car. I remember that.
Facts.
Outwork. Yeah, this motherfucker pulled up in my car like, hey, record me.
Yeah, I remember.
Maybe I don't want to record you, Brian.
Hey, but where you at though? We waiting for the freestyles back, man.
Yeah, I didn't get back on it.
I like this J. Cole.
I'm gonna get back on it too. Like
where they at, dude?
One thing, like you said,
come back so you can use my car.
I still ain't
got a new wheel.
He's waiting to get back to Dago so you can use mine and Darnell's car.
Come back.
I need to jump back in Caleb's car. I need him to.
Hey, you should do a comparison video from the first car you was in with Caleb to the next car you was in with Caleb. This is gonna have stars in the roof and shit.
People in a Rolls Royce.
You have a Rolls Royce. Went from that 98 Corolla to a Rolls Royce, man. Things change.
It changed.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I'm about to get back on that for sure, though, man. Like, I was talking to Darnell about that too. I was telling him I got like 5 in my head, like memorized that. I'm like, I want to.
He's getting ready. I think he's warming up. The summer's finna drop.
He's loading. He's still loading.
Loading the clip. Yeah, we're loading the
clip.
For real.
Shotty clip.
It ain't ready yet, but it's almost there.
Like Jalen said, we stay working, bro. Like just because it ain't out, just know I still got it.
It's still working.
You don't gotta be out there to still working.
Like I said, practice makes perfect, bro. Like
working in silence.
It's like sometimes you gotta be working in silence. That's really what it is with me. Like
not everything gotta be on social media.
Yeah, I gotta post what we do. Yeah, every day.
Exactly. 100%, bro. Yeah. I had to go back in the dojo. You know what I mean? And just
people gotta post their workout video. Say they work out today. Nah, I ain't gotta post that. But I worked out.
But this was fun, bro. You definitely gotta hop back on with this too, bro.
Oh, bro, I'm with it, man.
We could talk hip hop too, just a regular episode.
You get invited to that training camp for the Carolina Panthers, man.
Oh, we're hopping in a podcast, and I'm doing it in the locker room with the logo.
Oh yeah, you better put Bryce Young on the fucking.
I'm gonna still wear this hat during that episode too.
I'm gonna back. Look, remember we talking about? I got to see the logo. I'm laying on it.
So I'm laying in it. That's right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. You got anything else to plug too before we hop off this?
Shit, nah, man.
Shout out to people out there, man. Shout out.
Man,
shout
out my mama, man, for always loving me, turning me into the man I am today.
Oh yeah,
shout out to James, man, for always helping me get better. Shout out to my uncle, man, Uncle Thomas, man, shout out to all my cousins, Thomas, Max, Kaori, Jaden. You know, the list goes on and on, man. But shout out to you guys for always, you know, although we're not blood related, man, but you know, y'all treat me like family. And shout out to everybody, all ex-teammates, current teammates, agents, you know, shit. Anybody who I've ever had a intimate conversation with, or anybody who I've ever hung out with, man, I just want to say thank you for always being there for me. You guys will always be like family for me. You know how the Booths get down, man. You guys are always welcome, man. Same with you guys, man. Thank you guys for always treating me like family, and you know, never judging me for what I was or who I am, man. And I just always appreciate you guys, and you guys always have love for me, man. For real. Shout out to you guys. Shout out Pure Rap Podcast, man.
Yeah,
of course, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, like
you
said,
that platform, man.
Like,
we that platform for people like you. You know, come on here. You know, talk your shit, do your thing. You know, you're doing something with your life. You know, everyone got a story to tell.
Yeah, no judgment zone, like you said, bro. It's like it's always been like
everybody got a story. Everybody got a story to tell, man.
We all got platform. Stories, man.
Pure Rap Podcast, man.
Biggie, I got a story to tell.
Oh yeah,
thanks.
I got a story,
bro.
That's what rap is, man. We all got a story.
Yeah, man.
Man. Appreciate whatever you on.
Yeah,
man.
appreciate you for having
me. Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah, game coming up.
Yeah, I got my uncle's retirement tomorrow. And then I got to fly out Saturday for the game, and I drive right back Saturday night. So, you know, you ready, man. Time to
don't stop.
Nah, man, for real. Nah, you got an incredible story. I think a lot of people, they're going to get a lot from this episode.
For sure.
You know, since we know you personally, we went to school with you. I mean, honestly, man. And we see what you're doing, man. Keep going. You know?
Yeah, we probably see what you become, knowing from when we first met you to present day. June was it 13th? 15th, June 15th, you know, man, you are now.
Yeah, man. Just a kid from San Diego High trying to get it, man.
Facts, nah, for real, bro. Like you said, like
they go on the map.
Yeah, like we watching, bro. We watching and
we in tune.
Yeah, we watching silence. You know what I'm saying? Even though, and you know what I'm saying? Just like the media, we watching silent. We don't know. We always looking.
Nah, but it was dope catching up too and seeing you after all these years too, man. Like it's dope.
Yeah,
like man. I'm like, you know, catching up too. So hop back on with us too, bro. Like.
Bro, I'm good whenever. I remember when y'all reached out, I was like, "This is a question. I'm for sure gonna do it. Come on, man."
I was laughing. I was making fun of Kale because I was like, when he hit you up, I was like, "Oh, you gave him the professional treatment."
No, man, don't matter who you are. We giving the professional treatment.
You gonna hit me with the hey, bro? You trying to hop on this podcast?
That's how
my man Jalen's a professional himself. You know.
No, it's facts though. We gotta treat you the same as everyone else, bro.
I appreciate that, man. But bro, anytime y'all want me on, just y'all got it, man. I'm here. It's nothing.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
We're gonna stay in tune with your career and see everything you're gonna accomplish, man. We wish nothing but the best for you.
Man, same for y'all, man. I can't wait to see where Pure Rap Podcast go, man. Can't wait.
Man, we still
and also
still going.
Yes, sir. So make sure everyone who's tuning in, appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Everyone who's gonna be watching, the replay after we're off of live, same thing. Leave a comment too as well. Go check out our last episode with Primo the Great. Go check out his music as well. And also we got another guest coming next week, another dope artist from San Diego. So
San Diego again.
Yeah. So someone that Jovan recommended too. So that's gonna be a dope episode. But definitely gotta get into that. And shoot,
man.
I think we got a giveaway that we're supposed to do this month. So.
Oh yeah, we got a giveaway. We talk about that.
Yeah, we talk about that side. But anyway, man. So shout out to everyone. Shout out to Jalen Booth. Go follow him. Go follow him on Instagram, all that, and Twitter, all that good stuff, man. Go follow him the career. And we're gonna definitely I guess whenever the game,
send the link
going, let me know I'll definitely tune in and watch that for sure.
For sure. I got y'all boys, man. Just hey, anybody wants to come to the Strike Force game? We got one more home game.
I want to go. I'm gonna make
Shoot me your first name and last name and email, bro. How many tickets you need? It's good.
Hey, do that right now, man. I'll slide through. You said the 15th?
I think it's the 15th or 17th. It's a Sunday.
Sunday.
Like a month from now. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll pull up for sure.
Y'all need a picture for the podcast.
We're definitely taking a picture.
On my ball sign.
Oh yeah.
You want a ball sign?
Shout
my towel. I'm gonna bring a towel or something. Shout my towel.
Bro, the thing is, at the end of the games, we give away the balls. Kids get balls for free.
I'll be a kid for the day.
Yeah, be a kid for the day.
I'll be a kid for the day. Give me a ball.
I got
you. Gonna be a kid? Can I get a sign? better have your Sharpie on deck.
Can I get yeah, had the Sharpie already. Like, yeah, it'd be like that.
I need that custom bow.
Man, I always want to be one of those kids, like, especially like in like, you know, you watching wrestling as a kid, they be in the, you know, the wrestler gives them their little like their little thing.
Shirt.
I'm like, I was like, damn it, I wish I was in the front.
Man,
crazy.
Nah, but yeah, man, shout out to everyone tuning in. Like we said, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram. Go listen to it. If you can't watch, you know what I mean, on the visuals, we also got the audio. You working out, you in your car, you know what I mean, you're doing whatever you gotta do.
Apple.
You listen to the headphones, you know what I mean, listen to the car, listen to what you on a road trip, you know, you in that truck. Yeah. You know what I mean? Driving 13 hours.
Javon's episode's running up numbers on podcast platforms.
Yeah.
I think he's our most listened to. So shout out to Javon.
Hold on. They listening.
Jalen, you better run them numbers up.
Hey, tell a friend, tell your teammates, man.
They probably like that when me and Javon started totally going left in the episode. We started talking about
Malcolm X,
civil rights,
party, and all that.
Hey, they learned a lot in the episode.
You're like,
yeah, I was like, what are we talking about?
I don't know if I should put my input in.
I
don't know how to bounce. I'm like,
yeah, for real. But yeah, man. So but yeah, appreciate your time once again, bro. And yeah, man. Shout out to everyone else. And that is